Every young person deserves someone to show up for them, to believe in who they are and who they can become. For the hundreds of teens in foster care, adoption isn't just about finding a home. It's about finding belonging. This National Adoption Month, we honor the families who said yes to love, yes to connection, and yes to a future together. This is one of their stories.
I actually grew up in the foster home system. I had a super violent childhood. I was in 16 foster homes and one group home by the time I was 15. So I ended up my last half of my senior year being homeless. Basically, I lived in a little motel room. When we first got together, that was something that we talked about, maybe being foster parents.
Because we kind of met later in life and
we were close to 40.
Past the childbearing years, so we decided that, fostering would probably be the way to go.
So the problem that we ran into was when we were doing our training was that a lot of the foster parenting is also working with the bio family. And just with the way I was raised, I would have difficulty with that. And so we ended up turning to the adoption phase. And Carmen and I went on the website, and we both picked out 5 kids that we thought we would personally match with. And then when we got our list together, Gabby was at the top of the list. Gabby has her own issues, but we kind of felt like we were in the right lane to help her. So that's how she became a match for us.
It's been about 5 years since I first got into foster care, and it was a bumpy road. But eventually, I found parents that were willing to adopt and love me and take care of me, and I was really happy. I almost cried myself to sleep after that. I was excited that I got to live with someone who actually went through the same thing as me. They really loved me and cared.
It was actually kind of funny because when we first went through the process, we were looking at like 8, 9, 10-year-olds, but for some reason with all the kids, we just started gravitating towards the teenagers. With him being in the foster care system, he also understood the need for teenagers.
Probably a teen would fit much better for our age group, and if you can get through to the teen by talking with them and get them to understand that you're here to take care of them and you're trying to do the very best you can, they have that level of comprehension for the most part.
I like the traditions they do. When family comes over or they go somewhere, it's been a really good time. Christmas, whenever we wear the same pajamas and we go over to my grandma's house with some others, and it was a good time.
She's grown a lot, and that's been kind of the fun part to watch, to see her, kind of grow more into being a teenager than kind of a younger lady in a teenager's body is kind of what she was. She did really good in school last year. She came here, she was on a lot of psychiatric medicine and stuff for her outbursts and stuff. She's no longer on those meds. Just being in a house where you feel safe and secure and loved, I think that makes a huge difference on the child's overall demeanor. I think a lot of basic healthcare stuff for herself, she wasn't really taught how to do that, which we found surprising, but we've spent a lot of time with her showing her how to do those things, how to shave, and just those things that you do when you're at that age. And she's pretty much, for the most part, is happy to do it now. That's a great step in the right direction. And so that's been really awesome. I think the training was really good, and I think it's very necessary. It opens your eyes to a lot of the challenges that you're gonna have. I mean, they really cared that you were taking this journey, and they wanted to take the time to help you, be the best version of yourself down this journey, and to make sure there was really no big surprises. That was really, it was a really good experience. I'm convinced that a lot of the children's bad behaviors when they're in foster homes and group homes is just because they're unsettled. So I think, once the child is living with you for a while and they feel comfortable, a lot of those behaviors kind of tamped down. If you wanted me to give any piece of advice, I honestly believe you've got to have three things. I think you've got to have a structure. I think you have to have discipline, and then you got to have communication. And I think everything else will fall in place. Let's try our best to save a teen from aging out of the system. Because I know what that's like.
I would like to tell any teen out there that eventually you're gonna find a family that will truly care and love you, and you should be able to accept that and love them back. I think every teen out there should be determined to be adopted and to be able to do things with that adopted parent or parents. And if you do, you'll have a better and happier life with them.
Family isn't defined by age or circumstance. It's built through love, trust, and the courage to keep showing up. There are teens across Kansas still waiting for someone to say yes. To learn more about how you can change a life and be changed in the process, visit adoptkskids.org.
I'm living proof. My parents are living proof about that.